Hello and welcome. As a possibility for new expansion, Doran's movie has proposed the idea of a light versus void, and his arguments are pretty good. In fact, I would say there is a possibility this is gonna be another expansion in the future because the fight between light and void is a long one, and it has been mentioned as the Dragon Isles have before multiple times. Now, Doran's movies arguments are first of all that deciphering the code of the first ones, the cipher of the first ones, you realize that the writers have been to I am 13 and this is very deep, and have just decided to take stuff from there. That aside, there is one code that refers to the light and the void, and this is the first time they have been referenced in Shadowlands since 9.0. Yeah, 9.0 they were referenced as the void invading Bastion and the light basically retaliating against the Ventiers. But we have a confirmation from there. Decipher the first ones comes a pretty nice quote. I mean, as nice as I am 13 and this is very deep can get. Next, we have something more interesting. It is in one of the updated race pages for the World of Warcraft website, and that mentions that Velen awaits the battle between light and void, and he's expecting Azeroth to be the place where it will happen. Now, light versus void is a thing that has been speculated before, and it's a thing that many people also expected for a long time. I think the possibility of it happening has become more certain after Legion. Once we've dealt with the Burning Legion and Sargeras, now the biggest threat out there is the Void. I'm expecting Blizzard to mess up the thing and make the light the bad guys, because of course they will. Like, oh look, nuances and stuff. No, your good thing isn't good. Whatever. But in my opinion, this expansion of light versus void has a high probability of happening. But I think it would be best if it is to happen after a more grounded expansion, like the Dragon Isles, for example. Something more close to home. We want to go back to Azeroth, leave the cosmic stuff behind, and do nice little tasks and be adventurers in this world. I think they will leave it behind. They will keep it in the background, of course, and they will have the void and the light just duking it out against each other until after the next expansion. Because for this one, I think it's better to have a more simple and more, what do you call it, relaxed experience rather than just going boom boom through all major threats and just throwing ourselves at them. It's good to have, a breather from time to time, and that also helps in writing huge wars and fight scenes at some point becomes, boring, and it really puts people off. A nice distraction, so a breather is good always. But if is to happen, then what we can consider the light versus void expansion to just be, well, Legion 2.0. And I wouldn't mind with that, but it all remains to be seen if they will go with a light versus void now or the Dragon Isles. I still believe that the Dragon Isles are next, and if it doesn't happen, that's good. I'm wrong, but we'll see. Yeah, so expect light versus void at some point. Hopefully, we won't have to wait like 10 years before we get there. But with Blizzard, you never know. Thanks for watching.